Howdy, this is Just Puzzling. My name is Chris. Today we're going to do a Killer Sudoku on my iPad. We do it at the expert level and hopefully you'll get a bit out of it. Let's get into it. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so I just want to go through the rules. Every row, column and box needs to have the numbers 1 to 9. In a cage here we have the number in the top left hand corner, and that tells us what we're adding up to. So in the case of 11, it could be 2 and 9, 3 and 8, 4 and 7, 5 and 6. But I just want to go, if this was a cage of 8, this cannot be 4 and 4, even if it's across different rows and all that sort of stuff. The numbers in a cage must be unique. What happens with Killer Sudoku that really is helpful is you've got to know the numbers 1 through 9 add up to 45. And that's really helpful because when we have a leakage of a cage over a box, a column, or a row, we can actually determine that out. So what I mean by this is 23 plus 11 is 34. So to get to 45, which I told you was 1 through 9, I need 11. So 11's those two. To get to 14, that has to be a 3. All right, so hopefully that I've explained that. If I haven't explained that well enough, please let me know in the comments. All right, so we are now into the puzzle and we're working our way through it. You can see they've got a 3 here. So these ones, what I do now have is across these two boxes, which add up to 90, I have a leakage cage here. So if I add these up, 10 plus 8 is 18, plus 10 is 28, plus 14 is 42, plus 25 is 67, plus 3 is 70, plus 11 is 81. 81 from 90 would be 9. So these are the sorts of ways that, we can figure these things out. So this would leave this with a 7. So 9 from 16 is 7. 6 and 1 is out. So it's either going to be a 2 and 5 or 3 and 4. Okay. So what else do we know? Well, we know that 1's going to be in here somewhere because 11 can't be in there, a 1 in there. 14 is 8 and 6 or 9 and 5, but I don't know. But what I do know is 9 and 5 is here, except for that 9, so that could be a 9 and 5 or 8 and 6. This will be the opposite. So if that's an 8 and 6, this has got to be a 9 and 5. 4 is 1 and 3. 8 must have a 1 in it. It's going to be 1, 2, 5 or 1, 3, 4, but I don't know which is yet. Okay, so 10 plus 9 is 19, plus 8 is 27, plus 10 is 37. So this is 8 here. Okay. So 4. So what this, because this is an 8, or it can be 6 and 2. But it can't be. So 6 can't be here. So this can't be a 6 and 2 because I need a 4. And this can't be if it's an 8, and this can't be an 8. So this is going to be a 4 up here with a 6 as one of these two. So if I know 6 is across here, 6 can't be here, 6 can be here, and 6 can be there. Just working through my deductions. Let's see. 7 plus 6 is 13, plus 18 is 31, plus 12 is 43, 53, 63, 77, so 77, 13. So these two have to add up to 13. Now, that can either be 4 and 9, it can be 6 and 7, but 6 can't fit into this. It can't be 4 and 9, so it's going to be 5. No, it's not. What have I done wrong? Okay, so 7. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake because the 3 boxes are going to be adding up to 13, not 2. So that's 13. These two have to add up to 9. That's where I've gone wrong with that. If that's 9, this can be 6 and 3, 5. Well, it can't be 9, so it can't be that. Can be 8 and 1. So this is an 8-6 pair. My goodness. So if this is 8, this is 1, this will be 7 and 6, and there's the 13. So yeah, that's a pretty bad adding error on me, but I do know now that this is 9. Because I know this is 9, I can figure out this box. So 9 plus 20 is 29, plus 12 is 31, 42, 52, 56, 70, 56, no, so 9, 29, 41, 51, 62, 66, 70, so this is going to be 10, so that's a 9. Nervously doing that. So 9 has to be one of these three here now. And I can figure out this one. So 8 plus 12 is 20, 29, plus 11 is 40, so this is 5, and this is 8. So this can be 9 and 1, or 3 and 7, because it can't be 8 and 2, and it can't be 6 and 4. Okay. So still 9 there. This is 3 and 1. Because this is 8 and 6, this is going to be a 9 and 5 across here, which means I need a 9 across here, which is 9 and 2 here. So 9 and 2 is across there. Okay. So this is either 7 and 4 or 8 and 3. 1 and 3 there. So this cannot be 3 and 5. And it couldn't be there because of the 9 and 5 there. This can be a 5 across here. Actually, I can figure that out. So 11 plus 12 is, so 20, 31, 50, 64, 68, so 22 to go, that's the 1 there. So 1 is here, this is going to be a 1 across this bottom here. So, you know, I haven't got past my annoyance of getting that adding wrong before, but anyway, I will continue on. Alright, so what else can we see at the moment? I've got to move on. So 5 can't be in this row here, so 5 is going to be one of these 4 because it can't be up there. So 9 and 5 here, 5 can be one of these. 9 and 2 here, because that's 9 and 5, 8 and 6. Actually, I've got a spare cells there. 14 plus 10 is 24, plus 14 is 38, plus 12 is 50, 61, 75, 79, 11, that's a 9. Okay, so when I got to 79, I took that away from 90, that's 11, and so 11 from 20 was 9, so that's how I did that. So we can see here that 9 is definitely one of these and one of these. Okay. I'm getting there, but it's a slow grind at the minute. So 9 can be here, 9 can be here. Well, 9 can't be here, so 9 could be here and 9 could be here. So that's going to be a 9 and 1, so this has got to be a 2 and 4. So 7 and 3, 9 and 1, 5 and 6. So 5 and 6 is this one here, so I'm looking for a 6 here. This can't be 5 and 6. This can't be. This can be 6 with 2 and 4, or this can be 6 with 2. So 5 comes up here, 9, 5, 4 potentially, or 5, 2, which makes sense. 2 and 6. No. Oh, that's 5. Oh, yeah, 2 and 6 works. So 6 is one of these two. This is 10. It can't be 1 and 3. So it's got to be 2 and 8. Or 3 and 7. Interesting puzzle. So 6 is here with 4. 5 and 3 could be there, or 5 and 3 could be there, 6 and 4. So this is 1 and 7, or 1 and 7. That means that this is 6 and 4, 3 and 5. So the other's 2 and 8. So 2 and 8, 6 and 4. Okay. Not really, because I'm not moving anywhere. So I've got that. I've got that. I can actually do this. So 14 plus 11 is 25. 26 plus 13 is 39. 49. 59. 70. 81, 9, so that's a 3. Okay, so that was another row that had a spare number there. So that's a 3 there, which means that the 3 and 1's solved, because that can't be a 3 there. So that's a 3, 1, and that's a 3 there. So 3 comes up here somewhere. Interestingly enough, 1 has got to be one of these two, because it can't be in there, because that's 11 and that's 11. So 1 has to be here. Can't be here because that'd be a 1 and 9. So that's a 1 there. So this is a 3, 4, 2, 5 set. I just don't know which order. 3, 4, 5. Which means that this has got to be the 7 and 1. So 1 and 7 here. This is 3 and 5. This can't be 8. This can't be 8. This can't be 8. This can be 8 and 2, and this can be 8 and 6. So 1 and 3 and 4, 3 and 4 is 5 and 2. 3 and 4, so 1 and 7, 6. So that's 1 and 7 there, 3 and 5. So 3 has to be in this column, and 3 can't be there. So that's a 3. That makes this a 3 and an 8. That means that this still can be a 1, 7 or 2, 6. So if that's a 3 and 8, 4 must be in here. Interesting. Okay, so this can be 2 and 7, or 5 and 4. 5 can't be there. 4, 5 and 4, 8 and 6. So what am I looking at? 14 plus 12 is 26. 27 plus 14 is 41. Plus 14 is 55. So this is a 10. So it can't be 3 and 7. Can't be, well, it can only be, well, if that's a 10, that can only be a 9 and a 1. So that's a 9 and that's a 1. All right. So that means that this is going to be the 5. So the 5 is going to be either, which I've always said, the 6. So 1, 3, 9. This is still can be 2 or 8 or 4 and 6. 3 can't be here. So this is 2 and 8 for 4 or 6. So 2, 8, 4, 6. So this is going to be 3, 5, 3, 5, and 7. Okay. Not quite enough to help me. Remember I said that this is going to add up to 9, so there's 1, so that's an 8, that'll be the 6, so 6 is still across those two. 6 and 3, 1 and 8, 5 and 4, 6 and 3, so this is actually 2 and 7. So if that's 2 and 7, this is 9 and 4 up here, makes sense. So 9 and 4 are out, so 2 and 8, 3 and 7, and 5. 2 and 8, so this is going to be 5 and 6, or 5 and 6, 4 and 7, 4 and 7. So I know that 5 is going to be here. Four and 9, so 4 can be here. This is 8 and 3. So 8 can't be here, so this has got to be the 6 and 4. Here. So 6 and 4, this is 8 and 2 here. So 8 and 2 can be here. 8 can be here. This is still 9 and 2. 8 and 2. So this is still potentially 2 and 6. It could be 1. 7, 4, 2, 6. Actually, 1 has to be, no, 1 doesn't, 1 can't be there. So this is still 2 and 4. Does that actually help me? So 2 and 4, where, if that's 2 and 4, where can the 4 go? So 4 can't go there, 4 can't go there. So 4 is in this column here, and the 4 is in here. So 4 can be there, 4 and 8, can it? No, because it's 8 and 2. So 4 can't be there, 4 and 6 is out. So this is a 4 here, this is a 3. So this makes this the 5, and this a 2. 1 and 7 there, I need an 8, so that's an 8 there, and this is a 2 here. Alright, so 8 and 2 are here, so I need a 2 here, so that's a 2, this is a 7. So 7, so 8 is there, 8 and 2, 4 and 6, 4 and 7, so 5 and 6, so still haven't got it. 2, 9 is there, 8, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 4, 7. Alright, is what it is, I guess. So 2's going to be here, I need a 2 here, so that's a 2, this is a 6. Remember, this is 2 and 8, so that's a 2, this is the 8. Alright, so does that help me? So 8, still 8 and 3 here. 8 and 3 can't be here, so that's the 8 there. 1 is going to be here, this is now going to be 7 and 4, but I don't know which order, which means this is 5 and 6. 5 and 6, 7 and 4. Okay. 6 and 4 there. So this is 5 and 7, because that can't be a 5. This has got to be a 7. This is a 5, leaving this to be a 7, and this to be a 3 to add up to 10. Still 9 and 4 here. 6 is over here, so 4. I know that 4's in the top row because it's 6, so that's going to be the 9, and this is going to be the 4. Alright, so I need a 4 up here, which I know. 1 and 7's out of here, so 1 and 7's out of this. So this is going to be 5 and 3. So this is the 3, and this is the 5. Got the 5 there. As I said, 5 and 6 here, because of that 5 there, this is going to be a 6, leading this to be a 5. Still 2, 9, 4, 7, but I need a 5 up here. 5 and 6 is out, so 5 is one of these two. 5 can't be here. 5 can't be here, so 5 is there. Remember, I needed a 6 and 4. This is a 7. Oh, it's a 6, sorry. 7 and 4 apparently adds up to 11. I told you it was 6 and 4 and then put it in a... This is not a really good puzzle. I hope you've learned a lot out of this about my adding skills. They're not great, are they? 4 and 7. So I was already angry about the first one. So this is going to be 9, 8 and 1. So 1 is across here. So 1 can't be here, can't be here. 1 is here. 8's at the top because the 8 can't be there. So that's the 9. So 9 can't be in this column, 9 can't be in this column, so that's a 9 there, leaving that to be the 1. Okay, so 3, 4, 9, 2, so this is going to be 5 and 6. This can't be 5 and 6, so what's the number I need? I need an 8 and 3, because of 3 there, that's an 8. This is a 3. Still don't know the 4 and 7. Terrific. 5 and 6 there, 2 and 4. 3 and 7, so there's the 3, so the 3 just has to be here. This has got to be the 7. So 7's got to be here, which equals the 4. I need a 4 at the top, which is here, 4 and 2. So 2 needs to be up here somewhere. 1, so 2 can't be here. 2 can't be here. 2 can't be here. So that's the 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So 8 and 2 is over here now. Because of the 2 here, that's a 2, and that's an 8. Remember, I was always looking for the 4 and 6. Must have told you that 1,000 times. So 6 is over here. 5 needs to be in this column. Can't be in this column, can't be in this column, can't be in this row. So that's a 5. Now I need a 7 and a 4, because of 4 there. This is going to be the 7, and this will be the 4. I still need a 4 down here. Now that's, remember, 9 and 2, which I can do. So that's a 2, and that's a 9. 4 can't be there, so that's going to be the 4, and this will be the 7. 5 and 6 is here. Because of that 5 there, that's a 5. This is a 6. Still 1 and 7 across here. Because of the 7 there, that's a 7. This is a 1. Guess what? I need a 1 over here, which will be a 1 here, because that can't be in that row, and a 6 here. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 can't be there, so 9, leaving this to finish with an 8. Oh no, I've still got something down here, which is the 4 and 7, so 7 can't be there, so this is going to be a 7, and this will be a 4. Alright, terrible, terrible puzzle. Got it finished. 2 mistakes, 2 silly mistakes. The 6 over here on in the third column where I put a 7, just a silly mistake. I wanted to rush it and finish because I was feeling that this was taking too long, which it was, 24 minutes. And the first one is I added up correctly, but I should have had 3 cells, not 2. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you got a bit out of it. I got a bit frustrated. I'm going to move on. Till next time, bye for now.